Label beer. You dial star 120 star 660 hash and follow the prompts. Oh, you can visit www.carlingblackLabelCup.co.za. T's and C's and standard rates do apply. You know what I left out? Everything is still in play. We're still speaking about the champion coach. We're still speaking about the voting for the man of the match. We're still speaking about star 120 660 hash and, of course, your unique code hash, because at the end of that voting, that's where your entry lies to be the champion coach. It's been a good one. The two biggest teams on the African continent from last season took each other on in the Super Cup in a match that we showed you here on the SABC and SABC Sport. Fiston Mayele is still a name that rings all across Africa. Let's take a look at that match as it was over the weekend. Pyramids proving not just to be the stepchild of Egyptian football here.
No, excellent team, excellent display. What a final, what a good cup game, and credit goes to the coach where Pyramid, because he had shown that he's a winner. But I like how they are flexible. They are very direct, and sometimes they can play a bit of football, you know. So good job from Pyramid, and it reflects the quality of the work that is done in the Egyptian league.
Doggy, I know you like him.
Yeah, what a striker. You know, I've seen him Guguma teams, and also, you know, for Pyramids when they played against, I think it was Pirates, and you know, what a striker. It would have go to him probably Azela, and they say as good to Ala, like I.
Oh, tell us it.
I like I South Africa, but I say like I. But I must say, what a player. You know, it's surprising that man you go to Usasoko Pyramid. I thought, you know, at some stage he will probably at Europe.
31 years old. I think
Angagnigas are probably another 2-3 years. Yeah.
But here's what's the interesting thing about him in this final. He had the least touches, 18, of any outfield player in that 90 minutes.
Also, Adile, just to add on that, also shots on target. I mean, 2 out of 3, you know, almost 87%. I mean, if you have a striker like that, Mdogis, you know, every 2 chances, he buries one. If he doesn't bury both of them, you know, that really shows the hallmark of a kind of striker that you need in the box. And ability, and also his ability, Andile, to peel off from the from the defenders, you know, and to have the right strike. You know, I mean, that goal that he scored, there's the same goal that we scored, that you saw when we were in Pretoria watching the Champions League against Sundowns, you know, from that awkward angle, but his ability, shoelace technique on that, you know, so excellent for Mayele. And also at 31, that really shows that strikers also, Tibos, they peak at a later age. So, yeah, Kaya here, as I 28, 29.
31 prime. Come on, 31 can't be a prime for a striker, though.
Yeah, he's reaching.
That's how football is, man.
For a striker,
yeah. Any position, kunalama player la tatiskati u pick, you know, and the amount you pega. Wow, he's already 30.
Because if you say to me defensive players,
but remember,
31, 32, that's their peak.
No,
but I would assume that their team has a lot more to do with skill and speed.
Defensive, it will say probably a defensive midfielder. Masega kala richalapo, sega kalubuyele move as a central defender. Yabon la manje load Iseko that much for you in the middle. Like for example, your Neil Tovi was central and then moved to central defense.
Yes.
So there are so many players that we can talk about.
Also the science around that. I mean, just to add on what Tibos is saying, I mean, what Ndogis is saying. Also in terms of how coaches periodize and what are these players eating. I mean, we also have this player, is it Matsi or whatever, at Orbit, you know, who's like
in his 40s,
yes, but still plays 90 minutes. I saw him over the weekend also playing 90 minutes. So they really take care of themselves, but also the diet and also the science behind the training really helps them to be at this peak and still be physically good.
Well, let's go now to switch focus. Like I said, there's a lot. It's a gift bag of football. The under-20s, Morocco have won the World Cup. The same Morocco, and this hurts me. Because, yes, they've done brilliantly so and they deserve it. They played Brazil, they played Argentina, they played the big teams in order to win this. But this is a team that was beaten by South Africa. I would have thought that we would have made it a lot further. But let's give them their due. Morocco and the program they started a couple of years ago, look at what they've gone and done.
Andile, they've done well, especially if you look at the past 10 years. They invested so much in their youth development. Brought a technical director from Belgium, brought a coach from Belgium. So you can see how they prepare, how they recruit players, getting players from youth academies in Europe. So I'm not surprised with their work and the out. Also, this is a solid foundation for their senior team going forward. So Morocco have laid solid foundation for their team, and this is good for Africa. It shows Africa has talent if you combine the tactical discipline with a bit of chaos in terms of attacking creativity. Excellent results for Morocco.
Congratulations to Morocco. We all, as Africa, are proud of that under-20 team. We're going to take a break. When we come back, the Moomish, the ref is still here, but also a comparison. 2 players in 2 new leagues, Haaland as well as Harry Kane. Who is meeting those records of all time? We spoke a lot of football, different leagues, but time is running out, so let's quickly go to the ref's corner.
Yeah, welcome to the referee's corner. Let's go straight into Richards Bay and Obit and see usalang hantle 3 points ki Leona Rustenburg. Harboneng he ukorle ball e tsamaisang limlao ya ball na. You can see when the cross come in, Saleng scored. Was he in an correct position when he scored that goal? We're going to draw the line. When you draw the line, it will tell us as to whether he was nearer to the opponent's goal line than both the second last opponent and the ball. So if you see that, you can see that he's nearer to the opponent's goal line with one opponent. Therefore, offside, incorrect decision because Ushile assistant referee ko Rustenburg, ko Durban, and then Atamaka 3 points. Harieng Heria ko Nigeria. We see what we call lunge from Samson. Let's show you what he has done here with his 2 legs. You can see that there's what you call Samson who goes with a lunge to Mudau. That when you come with a lunge, it's always a red card. But then the law prescribes that we must also check the point of contact. So when the point of contact is minimal, you can see his lunge is airborne. He has got no control over himself. Where he's going to land is going to crash. But now Mudau managed to evade the tackle, and then the contact was minimal. Therefore, if it's minimal like that, we go to reckless and give a yellow card. All we can say is here in Nigeria, you can't play like this, my friend.
Oh man, thank you so much. That's the referee's corner. Let's have something new. Sasaseka or Chineke. Let's take a break. Hayi nipruvile ukuthi anibona abantu abathanda iqembu noma kanjani hayi ngithanda ibhola.
Yeah.
Ngoba ukwazi ukuthi hayi cha ngizoyenza lento according to ibhola ngeke ngivote ngokuthi ngumZansi Africa. Look at that. Listen Mayela. Beating also Napolis. I would have never thought. So congratulations to Mr. Mayela. Maybe it's all of those that still want him here. Yeah. Guys, Moomish, what do you have?
Batho ba thabile Mbombela ba matha groundini ba matha ma security ateng ya tshwara ya thiba ba thibile man.
There's a problem if you can't tell between a sporting director and a fan or an analyst and a fan.
Bafana.
And
then my voice says
Yeah, we did it, guys.
Yatamali, don't go to the field though. What goodness they didn't hurt him.
Oh, guys, let's get out of here. Thank you so much. Jesse Bomani.